They thought a $75 grass height fine would scare me. They were wrong. My name's Daniel Ortiz, and I picked this neighborhood because it felt simple. Quiet street, big oak trees, kids riding scooters. The houses weren't fancy, but they felt lived in. Except for the HOA board. They acted like they were managing a luxury resort instead of a 30-year-old subdivision with cracked sidewalks and faded mailboxes. Everything was smooth until one Tuesday morning when I found a bright orange violation taped to my door. Grass exceeds permissible length by 1.5 inches. 1.5, I laughed, until I read the fine. Then the second fine, then the threat of a mandatory lawn inspection fee. I tried talking to Karen, the president of the HOA. She stood in my driveway like she owned the pavement. Rules are rules, she said, smiling like she was doing me a favor. Meanwhile, her own backyard fence leaned like it was trying to escape the neighborhood. The last straw came when I caught them taking photos of my yard at 6 a.m., like I was some kind of lawn criminal. That's when I started digging, literally and legally. Turns out, when the neighborhood was built, the original developer put a clause in the bylaws. The HOA must maintain the community's irrigation system, not the homeowners. And buried in the system map, my property sat on the junction valve that fed water to the entire north side of the neighborhood. If the HOA wanted water pressure for their prize-winning rose gardens, they needed access to my valve box. They'd forgotten that. I hadn't. So I sent a calm, polite letter. Due to ongoing harassment and unauthorized photos of my property, access to the valve box is suspended pending a scheduled review. Very official, very legal, very annoying. For them, within a week the north side lawns turned patchy. Karen's roses wilted. The fancy house on the corner had brown stripes like a bad haircut. Complaints poured in during the HOA meeting. Karen blamed me, residents blamed her. I just sat there, sipping lemonade, holding printed copies of all the fines she'd sent me. When they finally begged for a solution, I said, I'll restore access if you drop every fine and follow the irrigation clause like everyone else. The room went quiet. Even her board members looked relieved. They voted unanimously. The fines disappeared. The harassment stopped. And the next morning, water flowed again like nothing ever happened. Except now, the HOA treated everyone with a whole lot more respect. Funny how quickly power fades when the people you push around realize what they control. And to this day, my grass, perfectly legal height, give or take 1.5 inches,